Your automation framework has an expiration date, and if you're still writing Selenium tests in 2026, yours is about to expire. What's up? Welcome back to QA Revolution. Today we're settling the biggest fight in automation, Playwright versus Selenium. Before any Selenium veterans grab their pitchforks, yes, I cut my teeth on Selenium too. This isn't a hit piece. This is about looking at what the data actually says in 2026. Let's start with the numbers. Playwright is now the most used UI automation tool on the planet, 45.1%. Selenium dropped to 22, and the line is going one direction, down. GitHub stars, Playwright cleared 78,000. Selenium sits around 32. More repositories now depend on Playwright than Selenium. The community has voted with its commits. So why is this happening? 3 reasons, and none of them are Playwright is trendy. Selenium talks to your browser through WebDriver, that's a translation layer, then a driver layer, then the browser. Playwright talks directly to the browser through DevTools protocol, one hop every single action. That's why benchmarks show Playwright averaging 290 milliseconds per action versus Selenium at 536, roughly twice as fast at the action level, 30 to 50% faster at the suite level. The number one source of flaky tests on the planet is timing. Element exists, isn't visible yet. Visible isn't clickable. In Selenium, you write explicit waits for every one of those states. Forget one. Your test is flaky on Tuesdays. Playwright auto waits for actionability. Exists, visible, stable, attached. Playwright handles all of that automatically. That single feature kills the most expensive bug class in QA, period. If you've ever tried to figure out why Chrome Driver 128 doesn't work with Chrome 129, you've experienced driver hell. Playwright bundles Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit, one install. Versions guaranteed to match. No gymnastics. Pump the brakes. This isn't Selenium's funeral. There are scenarios where Selenium is still the right call. 1. You have a massive existing Selenium suite, thousands of tests. Migrating that isn't a weekend project, it's a quarter. 2. Your team writes Java or C#. Selenium support there is rock solid with a decade of enterprise tooling. 3. You need wide browser coverage, IE 11, legacy edge. Selenium's ecosystem covers what Playwright doesn't. So if you're testing a banking app from 2009 in IE, stay on Selenium. For literally everything else, keep watching. The automation testing market is going from $20 billion to $51 billion. That's a tidal wave. Almost 90% of QA teams run CI/CD now. Your automation framework isn't optional, it's the foundation. This is where Playwright separates itself. Built-in API testing, built-in network interception, built-in trace viewer. You don't have to bolt that on with 5 plugins. Selenium can do it, but you're assembling it from parts. Playwright ships it in the box. Now this is where most comparison videos stop, but this is the actual story of 2026. The real fight is script-based automation versus AI-driven testing. Self-healing locators, test generation from stories, agents that explore your app and write tests for you. Playwright has the architectural advantage here. Its trace data and CDP access make it a better substrate for AI agents. That's why every major AI tool is building on Playwright. If you want to be relevant in 3 years, you're picking the foundation your AI testing layer will sit on. That matters. All right, let me make this dead simple. Here's the decision tree. Greenfield project, modern web app, team writes JavaScript or Python? Playwright, no debate. Existing Selenium suite, working fine, team productive, stay on Selenium. Don't migrate for the sake of it. Existing Selenium suite, but flaky and slow. Plan a phased migration, new tests in Playwright, old tests migrated as needed. Need IE11 or legacy desktop support, Selenium. Or look at a hybrid tool. Pick the foundation, build on it. The framework wars are real, but tribalism is dumb. Both teams are on the same side, shipping software that doesn't break. If this helped, drop a comment with what you're using. I read every one. And if you want the full migration playbook, like and subscribe to the QA Revolution channel. Catch you in the next one.